Hi, my name's Steve Stewart. I'm the founding consultant of Rick Consulting, and yesterday morning I gave a morning quiz question. Okay, and that was how many children's services social work appointments would need to be made in England between the 1st of October 2022, 30th of September 2023 for the sector to be fully staffed at the end of that period. The reason for that date, well, that date there is going to be the date of the next DFE workforce census. The figures for last year, which was on the 30th of September 2022, came out at the end of February. And these figures all relate to something on there, okay? And that's why they're the four options. 22.2% asked the question, gave the answer, 1,391. Were they correct? No. We'll see here, is there anything on the following spreadsheets that's in green? That's stuff that I've put together based on the DFE information that's in black. Yeah, but these are things that you'd look for as a workforce strategist and rather more relevant to actually coming up with actual practical solutions, okay? And I'm quite happy to share that with you. So, as you'll see here, vacancy full-time equivalent for England in progressive years, and you will see that the vacancies are going up year on year. And last year they went up from 6,521.9 to 7,912.9, an increase of 1,391, which was option A, which is wrong. Okay, that's the number of the number of appointments that you'll need to be made to purely get that vacancy figure, that to that, if no one else leaves. Okay, so is the answer, as 11.1% of people thought, 5,422? No. A much broader spread of information here on this spreadsheet, but you will see the figure that 5,422 is this figure here, and that relates to the DFE figure for the number of full-time equivalent leavers in England from social work positions during the year to 30th of September 2022, and that is 5,422 workers. That's how many people left their existing positions during the course of that year. So therefore, is the answer 7,912.9, which again 22.2% of workers people thought was the answer, and again that answer is wrong. On this spreadsheet here, you will see that that's 7,912.9. We've actually touched on it already. That's the number of vacancies that are presently in place for the year to 30th of September 2022. So the answer is 13,858, and that's actually only an estimate because there are certain things from the information there we can take those trends and go and move them forward, but we've added one more piece of information. So effectively is your number of leavers plus your number of vacancies. So we're presuming that there'll be the same amount of leavers this year as there was before, and you can see that it's a very high figure there actually compared to others, but it still is a relatively upward trend. Plus the number of vacancies, which again is an upward trend, but also here we've taken establishment, and that's a calculated figure which is from the number of social workers plus the number of vacancies to give you your overall establishment, and you can see that the establishment increase has been going up year on year on year. So from where it was 34,318 back in 2017, it's now up to 39,547, and the establishment increase during the course of the previous 12 months was actually 523. Okay, that's actually the lowest since the survey has been taken. But what that says is that if you take the number of leavings to the number of vacancies and the establishment is correct, bearing in mind that the number of agency workers that are covering vacancies is not the number of agency workers we have, so if establishments are actually higher or need to be higher, then that figure would rise as well. But if you add that figure again together, you get the figure for the appointments to be made plus establishment increase is 13,858. And if all of those figures stayed the same, that figure for leavers remains the same. That vacancy figure then would be 0. But to get that to 0, it's not just 7,912 you need to appoint, it is 13,858, a rather more scary figure. Okay, so congratulations to the 44.4% that got that answer correct. What else can we do? So this is just a series of, that's just an illustration of some of the figures that have been put together as chapter 9 of Wikipedia, which is your guide to children's services recruitment and retention. You can keep up to date on that via Twitter at Wikipedia, which will tell you when there's updates being made. My Twitter at FitSockSteve. FitSock comes from Future Social, a DFE innovation project that was in place in the West Midlands. Read my reviews, they were great. Web address vrick.consulting, because I now act independently following the end of that program, and There's an awful lot of work that we're interested in doing with you as well, some of which is illustrated on Wikipedia and in further updates. My email, if you want to contact me directly, is steve@vrick.consulting. I will answer you, but please check your spam folder if you haven't had a response, because some of your spam folders are a little bit overzealous. And if you like this, please like it. If you subscribe and comment as well, let's engage in the conversation and try and move this forward to practical, pragmatic and beneficial and sustainable solutions for all. Take care, good luck, hope to speak to you soon.